On the internet, you know him as Top Dawg 619. Here inside the studio, we know him as Chris Smith, and we also know him as a member of the PPR. You are, our in-house PPR expert and prep expert. Just quickly, what do you know about that kid from Poway?
Oh, I love Garrett Van Nostrad. Great character kid, runs hard, works hard, trains up the street over at Alex Johnson Sports and Fitness. He's in the gym early, he stays late, works really hard. Great kid. I was there when he got his first collegiate offer as well.
All right, where are you going to be Friday night?
I'm debating Lincoln Madison or Mission Hills Torrey Pines. Maybe they can tell me on Twitter.
All right, well, while folks decide that, you promised on our Facebook Live interview that you were going to pick the winner of the Lincoln-Madison game. Who's going to win that game and why?
Okay, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to take Madison to win that game, strictly because of their defensive line. If Madison can get to Asante Herzog, that's going to hurt Lincoln's offense. Madison's defensive line is very, very strong, very physical, very fast. With the return of Chris Fetialua, I think that Madison's defense is going to get to them.
All right, another big matchup in the north where I believe Rick Willis is going to be. Torrey Pines is taking on Mission Hills. Mission Hills has been #1 ever since Helix lost earlier in the year. Torrey Pines quietly having their best season under Ron Gladnick, right?
Absolutely. They actually have a really good chance of winning this game. It's a rematch from last year's game where Torrey Pines actually went to Mission Hills and beat Mission Hills at Mission Hills last year. However, with that said, I know they're physical, I know they're fast. The wing T offense, they control the line of scrimmage, they control the clock. Jack Tuttle is not letting that happen again. You can't stop Tuttle to Olave, but you can hope to contain him. Don't see that happening. I'm going to take Mission Hills in that one.
Surprise teams that surprised you this year?
The most surprising team to me is San Marcos. I saw them in the offseason with the transition from Miles Hastings leaving Torrey Pines and going to San Marcos. Their offense struggled a little bit in the 7-on-7 circuit. They come out in the regular season, they start the season 5-0. They're my #1 surprise team.
Teams on the flip side, teams that have disappointed you.
Again, in the 7-on-7 early in the spring, I really had high hopes for Morris High School, for Martell Irby, Tim Patrick. They've even got offensive linemen over there. I thought they were going to be more physical and beat teams in Division II. They lost to Chula Vista early in the season. I got to say Morris is probably one of the more disappointing teams. The other team that also disappointed me, I saw early again, was Coronado High School. Kurt Hines, their head coach, has a tremendous amount of energy. He left Christian to become the head coach at Coronado. I had very, very high expectations for the Islanders, and right now they're sitting at 79 out of 83 teams in San Diego. Did not see that coming.
That'll change.
Yeah.
I believe in the man. Let's talk a little bit about a week from tomorrow night. We will be announcing the Silver Pigskin fan vote. People that... Basically, we pick a bunch of spots, and the fans get to pick one spot.
Absolutely.
There has been some angst. There's already, I'm seeing stuff on the internet about it. It's going to be this. And everyone thinks they know.
A lot of speculation.
A lot of speculation. I'm going to tell you right now, you think you might know, you don't know, because I don't know. And if I don't know, anybody who's getting phone calls, there's nothing for sure. We think we have an idea, but that we're kind of...
Well, let me talk about the fan vote for a minute. I just want to remind all the fans out there, 2 years ago, there's a corner that's currently at Brigham Young University, a starting corner. That's Troy Warner. He won the fan vote. He wasn't originally selected to the original 5, but the fans got behind him, rallied, supported him. He got into the fan vote. That kid's a D1 athlete playing at a big school. Last year, from Cathedral, we had Jordan Markeith, who's now a safety at Notre Dame. So those guys out there that think they don't have a chance, the one thing I would say to them is get your community, get your fans, get behind them, support you, earn your way onto that podium. And there's nothing like competition in football.
And the reason why you want to be the fan vote guy is if you win in, you've already got your grassroots campaign already established.
Yep.
You're ready to go into the big election with people already
supporting you.
Yeah, supporting you and wanting to hit the lever for you one more time.
Absolutely.
So you get a good ground game. Okay, so that's going to be a headache that we're going to have to deal with in the next 8 days.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, so am I. Man, it's hard.
It is.
There are a lot of good football players in this
Great football players. Not good, but great football players. Love this football community. We've got 7,000 players in San Diego County. It's really, really difficult to narrow that down to really a small amount of guys.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
We're just going to need more chairs. Let's talk about juniors. Look ahead. Look ahead to 2018. Good Lord willing, we'll all be around back a year from now.
Absolutely. I'm already scouting for next year.
Yeah, so
let's be honest about it.
Talk about who.
We've got. Let's start off up at Mira Mesa. That's the quarterback Noah Tumlin. I got a chance to see him this year. Fantastic quarterback, very elusive, strong arm. He's also got a wide receiver he throws to that's also a junior. That's R2 Har. Those two guys are going to make an explosive combination next year. Looking forward to big things from them.
I mean,
look at that, up and over and in the end zone.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a left-handed quarterback, so obviously he reminds me of Mike Vick.
Right. And then quickly, we're having Martell and Irby from Morris High. We throw the graphic up if we can. What question do you want me to ask him that I haven't already thought of?
One from the top dog, because I know Martell personally.
Okay.
I want to ask him, what does he enjoy playing more, safety or running back?
Okay, fair enough. I will ask that question. The first question I'm asking him is why did he commit to Arizona, not sitting in that chair right there? So
Martell,
we're going to start on
that's
a hostile
not
note.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for Top Dog. You can see him at KUSI.com on a regular basis. He's all over all our social media as we try to bring you the very best in high school football coverage here in San Diego, as well as all the other sports. On behalf of the Top Dog, my name is Rudy. Back to you guys at the news desk.